Key, let's start with you. Will Baker lead the Browns to a Super Bowl in his career?
I think so, yes. I think he will. As he continues to grow at the quarterback spot, let's be honest with each other. They have a recipe for success, which is running the football, a couple receivers on the perimeter, a tight end who's efficient, and a defense that's probably going to be much more dominant than they were a year ago. As long as Baker Mayfield can continue to not turn the football over, learn under Kevin Stefanski, there's no reason he shouldn't have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. You look at the last couple Super Bowl winners, their numbers wasn't big. Patrick Mahomes threw for 270-something yards and won the Super Bowl with 2 picks and 2 interceptions. He was efficient, though, at times. Tom Brady last year, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, he barely threw for 200 yards. Threw 3 touchdowns. He was something like 21 or 26. Very efficient. Didn't turn the ball over. They ran the football, and they played defense. Me and Booger won the Super Bowl, okay? We didn't throw for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, but we won it. Our defense was dominant, and when the offense needed to click, they clicked. That's all that matters with Baker Mayfield. Don't be a celebrity quarterback. Play like you played last year and not like your first couple years in the league.
Celebrity quarterback. I love that. Well, you know, I think the question is answered this way. It's basically, can he? Yeah, I think he can. I think he's a galvanizer. I think he's somebody that teammates love. I think he does have enough talent. All that stuff is there. Will he? Not while Patrick Mahomes is in the AFC. I'm sorry. How do you possibly say that they will?
So you get ready so Patrick Mahomes going to win the next 10 Super Bowls then?
I mean, give me a reason why they can get past him. Now, if they are, it would be this year because they've got that roster depth, because they've added to that defense. If there's a year to do it, I think it would be right now. That's what you're looking at. But, you know, Key, you'll have to educate me, Booger, you can too, on the cap situation in the NFL. I have a hard time figuring it out. It's, you know, to me, it's as complicated as Aaron Rodgers, let's say.
I can pay anybody I want to pay.
That roster, the depth of that roster together, especially when you know you got to pay Baker. You got to pay him.
Just remember this, Hon. I can pay anybody I want to pay when I want to pay him. You see it every Booger, am I lying? All we got to do is move some numbers around.
You usually do that when you're in your late 30s and you're trying to stick with the team.
Well, Key, you're exactly right. The salary cap in the NFL is just like a piece of Play-Doh. If you want to change the shape of it, all you got to do is squeeze it and rub on it and massage it, and you can change the shape anytime you want to. As far as Baker Mayfield is concerned, understand this. Will he win a Super Bowl? I'll say this, guys. Their team has all the necessary pieces. The offensive line was a top 3 to 5 offensive line in the NFL last year. The run game, the running back were absolutely outstanding. You have playmakers on the outside. OBJ's coming back. The defense should get a little bit better. Baker is just going to have to make sure in those key moments, when you get to the playoffs, when you get to the games that matter, when it's 3rd and 10, can Baker make the play? When it's 3rd and 10, can Kevin Stefanski and Baker be on the same page? See, Baker is not Patrick Mahomes. You can't just give him the ball and say, hey, Baker, we're going to throw it 55 times today, baby. We're going to win or lose on your right arm. He's not that guy. And quite frankly, there aren't but a couple of those guys in the National Football League. The only 2 that really come to mind are Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. What he is a system guy. And when he got in the right system with Kevin Stefanski, you saw Baker flourish. So as long as he and Stefanski are on the same page, that system can be outstanding. And winning the Super Bowl is rarely about one individual. It's about collectively, as a team, can you come together? Can you make the stops defensively, situational football? Offensively, when it's your time, Key said it right. Our offense was not very good, but when we needed them to score points, when we needed them to keep key first downs, they were able to do it. And that's what teamwork is all about. So Baker is capable of doing that. A lot's going to be dependent upon what they do around him as a team.
Look, Alan, the one thing that they got going for them is they have something that I like to call portable. They can travel with that offense anywhere because they can run the football.
True.
When you got Kareem Hunt back there and you can turn around and hand the ball to him or Chubb, and you're not asking, like Booger say, to have Baker Mayfield like early on in his career under Hugh Jackson and what was the other, the truck driver coach? What's his name, Boog? The coach that said
Freddie Kitchens.
Freddie Kitchens. I call him a truck driver coach. When he's allowing Baker to throw the ball 50 times, That's not the recipe for success. I called him a truck driver coach.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do.
Jim Tom Sula. Well, I mean, look, I also, if you don't need wide receivers, then why do you have to have a guy like Odell and pay him? Like, why would you need those guys? But obviously,
to make plays, man. What you mean? Why they need us?
I hope everybody's happy. Then
You got to have talent, huh?
By the way, if it
this
only
can't
takes,
just be
if it doesn't take one guy to win a Super Bowl, then why did Jimmy G get so much grief after not making that one throw he had to make?
Well, he made
because
a lot of bad
he plays the
throws
most
throughout
important
the playoffs.
position of quarterback.
And if you look
so
at
it does take one.
But
It does take one.
But also, Boog, if you look at the Green Bay game and the Minnesota game when he almost threw them interceptions, they was like, nah, bruh, you come over here and hand that ball off because you're not getting ready to trick this off for us.
All right, well, Baker Mayfield, he is off to a good start. He is the 8th quarterback to be drafted first in the common era to win his first playoff start. So something to build off, gentlemen.